What's going on, guys? Today I'm here with Ryan again, and we're going to answer one of the biggest questions we get is how do we manage our time? Because as a lot of you know, I only work probably 3 to 4 hours a day max, but I get a lot done in that period. So today we're going to go over kind of our top 3 tips each on time management and what we personally do and what has helped us. So you want to start out with your first one?
Sure. So my most important tip for you is schedule the top 3 things that you have to get done tomorrow, but schedule it today. So what I do tonight, I'm going to schedule the top 3 things I need to get done for tomorrow, because if I don't get those things done tomorrow, it's going to ruin my day. I have to get them done before the day's over, even if I have 7 things to do, okay? Because if I get the top 3 things done, I know that it's going to be worth my time, worth my money, pretty much worth everything. So I like to write on my calendar. I have a big calendar. You can buy it from Walmart for like $5. Just tack it into your wall and, schedule out your whole week. That's what I do.
I do the same thing. I write it in my phone kind of the night before, or on my whiteboard, of course, Yeah. So my first one actually kind of goes off of that. It's put your most important task or the most difficult thing first. So for me, I can't work long periods of time. I can't work for 3-4 hours straight. I have to break it up or my brain's just done after that. So use your creative kind of thinking capacity at the beginning for your hardest task or whatever requires the most thinking. And then I save kind of the things that are easier, like emails or busy work, maybe back-end stuff of a website, for the very end of the day.
Okay. So number 2 tip, and that's funny that you said that too, because I notice when I come over to Tanner's house and we work together, he gasses out quickly, but he is better at being more efficient. Like, I'll get sidetracked, so, it takes me a little bit longer to do things. So also, factor that in. But Tanner's a sprinter. He's very, he gets it done, but then he gasses out. So
that's what microphone tells me to.
Yeah. But my number 2 tip would be schedule breaks. Okay, I know this sounds counterintuitive because you have to utilize your time to get things done, but if you don't have energy because you didn't eat all day, you're not going to get things done. And this is something I noticed within me. I'll go, 7 to 10 hours, in the morning without eating, and then I get really hungry, and I'm, a dick to everyone, and it's just a bad cycle. So make sure to schedule little breaks. Eat something, whether it's a little protein shake or, a Monster and some cereal or something. Just schedule breaks to relieve your mind, kind of reset and recharge.
What do you think about not sleeping to get stuff done?
It's not even worth it for me.
Maybe one day, but then the next day you're useless anyway. So if you got to do more, get your sleep. 6 hours at least.
Get your sleep, yeah.
I get 10 just to make sure, full thinking capacity for my 30 minutes.
I'm good off 7. 7 is good for me, yeah.
So my next one actually plays into that one too. It's when you're working, get stuff done and work. Don't work a little here. Oh, I'm going to go on my phone. Oh, going to check YouTube. Unless it's my videos, then it's okay. But don't be efficient when you're working. Like I said, I don't work a lot, 2 or 3 hours maybe, but I get a lot done when I work, and that's all I'm doing. Like you said, take the breaks. I mean, I'll do an hour or 2, and then it's going to the gym for 2 or 3 hours, take a break. So it's almost like I didn't work that entire time, and then come back maybe another hour or 2, and then I'm done.
Okay.
So be efficient when you're working, get stuff done, and like you said, take breaks. So that doesn't mean just 3 hours straight, head down, done. It's maybe, okay, I finished this task, finished this one. It's been like an hour and a half. I'm going to go take a break, do this for, I'd say, at least an hour. Mm-hmm. I need at least an hour break, so it's almost like the work is out of my head.
Yeah.
So I can come back, refocus. Because I got to go. I can't have it in the back of my mind the whole time.
Definitely. My last tip would be, so the third and final tip for me is schedule, knock the hardest things out first. And it's counterintuitive too, because we grew up learning in school, and probably you as well, learned in school, finish the easy things first so that you get it out of the way. Right? Like in class, or, you finish the easy problems first for homework. So I've always done that, but then I notice I won't have enough energy to finish the hard things. So for me, I have to get YouTube videos out of the way first, because I don't have the brain power to film a YouTube video at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
I'm
it's
the
just
same
not
way.
going to happen.
I can't do the videos late or even right when I wake up. There's only a certain time I can do that, so I have to make sure my schedule's around that when I can make videos, because the brain just goes, if you can't talk, kind of screwed. And going off what you said with how getting the easy task done first isn't the best way, it makes you feel like you got more work done because you're like, oh, I finished this thing and this thing and this thing. And then you're like, all right, maybe I don't need to. I did get a lot done, when in reality, you might have gotten a lot done, but it's not important things.
Exactly.
Like, oh, I answered emails all day. I did a lot. Oh, but you didn't do this big part for your business that probably way more important than those. So I agree. I'd do the hard thing first, get it out of the way.
Yep. Do the hard things first. So to recap, my 3 were schedule out your day the day prior, your top 3 things you have to get done. Then, what was the next one that I said? It was, I totally forgot.
Get the stuff done early in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Take breaks.
Take breaks. Take breaks. So that's the second, take breaks, so you have energy to get the next task done, and then get the hardest things out of the way first.
Yeah, mine were almost the same. Get the hard things done, be efficient when you work, and also the take breaks, but utilize kind of your time where, okay, hour or 2 here, hour or 2 off. So kind of the same amount I'm working, I take a break for usually. So I'll work an hour, take an hour or 2 break, work an hour. Or, I mean, now there are days, guys, where we don't follow these where, okay, I need to work like 8 hours straight, get it done, I'm going to do it for 1 day. Now, it's not a thing every day that I do, but if I need to 1 day, I'll do it. Mm-hmm. Now, if that becomes kind of a routine and going over and over, you're not going to be as efficient. It's just like people are like, oh, I work 12 hours a day. Well, you're going to burn out and be way less efficient than if I worked 8 hours a day now. I'm getting more done.
Exactly.
So you have to weigh kind of the benefits of each.
Yep. And these are all, small things that you can implement into your life to really propel your business, your entrepreneurship. It's funny how the small things add up. These are all small things that we weren't doing that were, taking effect into our life, and we could see that it was a negative effect. So we started implementing these little strategies to be more efficient, so we could end up making more money, building a bigger business, and things like that.
Why don't we share what our typical days look like with time management? Because I know ours are a little different. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'll normally wake up at about 8 o'clock, 8:30. Depends. I normally go to bed at like 12:30. And when I wake up, I work usually for an hour. I'll eat breakfast, watch a couple YouTube videos for 30 minutes. Then I'll go hit the gym for about an hour. Come back. So let's just say it's noon about there. I'll come film a YouTube video. Probably takes about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to plan out and do all of that. I'll go grab lunch right after that, and I'll come back. And if I have more work, then I'll get that done, whether it be affiliate marketing, Amazon, working on courses. Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, it's almost like sprinkled in throughout the day is just emails. So I'll spend 10 minutes here, answer a chunk, go throughout my day. I'm eating lunch, I'll answer a 10-minute chunk. And then really after that, it's whatever I want, whether it's hanging out with friends, playing video games and whatnot, until about it's time to eat dinner, I'll eat dinner. And then sometimes around 6, if I have something to do, I'll work maybe an hour, usually not. Mm-hmm. And then just repeat. So it's not too much filled with work, but if it needs to be, it's open so I can.
Definitely. My day, I wake up early. I wake up at like 5:45, 6 o'clock. You probably see my Instagram stories. Every day I post one of my car. It's just a daily habit that I do. And then I drive to the gym, and I leave the gym by 8 o'clock. I come home, take a shower, make a little food, answer messages for 1 hour. I only give myself an hour to answer messages and emails and, in the private Facebook groups. And then I start working on content, like a YouTube video or posting. And then I'll, do Facebook advertising, that kind of stuff for clients. And then at the end of the day, around noon, 1-ish, I eat again. And then, I finish up with some messages, and I just kind of, I cut it off at 5 o'clock.
So it sounds like both of us finish relatively early in the day.
Yeah.
We're done. Well, I'm done usually by 2 p.m.
Yeah. It's basically I work 9 to 5. I work 9. It's funny because
with whatever breaks you.
We're leave the 9 to 5. Really, I do spend about 8 hours on work, so I work about 9 to 5. But yeah, obviously in the comfort of my home, I get to choose when I take my breaks. I get to choose if it's one day I'm just feeling really bad.
It's like, I'm not going to work at all.
I'm not going to work at all.
Passive income.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I hope that was a little insight for you guys and you got some value out of that. If you guys want more videos like these, just let us know. Give us something in the comments that you want to see next. And if you haven't already, go check out Ryan. He's the first link in the description. And we will see you guys tomorrow.